Pakistan's controversial outgoing High Commissioner to India, Abdul Basit, is giving his first interview before his exit to India today's Geeta Mohan. Let's listen in live.
But the big question over here is, and your focus as High Commissioner to India has been the fact that Kashmir has been highlighted in your tenure. Now, we really want to know whether if you have seen the sting operations, the kind of reportage that India Today and Aaj Tak did with regards to certain separatist leaders who are now caught, who are now been arrested by the NIA and have had certain dealings with regards to terror funding, and particularly that comes from Pakistan. Naeem Khan is on tape admitting that he's been getting funds from Pakistan to foment trouble in Kashmir.
Now, we have seen, this is not for the first time we are seeing such accusations against the Hurriyat leadership. Such allegations were made in the past as well, but nobody could substantiate or prove the allegations. So I am confident this time too, all these things would dissipate, because there is no truth whatsoever in these things. Now here, obviously, Geeta, we are looking at one situation through different lens. For you, the problems or the issues in Jammu and Kashmir may be related to terrorism, but as far as Pakistan is concerned, we look at this struggle as the inalienable right of the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
Well, that might be the case,
yeah.
Basit Saab.
So this is what the problem is. So during the last 3.5 years, I have tried to persuade my interlocutors here, my friends in India, to please look at the Jammu and Kashmir situation slightly differently, and then perhaps you will be able to arrive at the right conclusions about this.
This is okay, because India has also said that there are outstanding issues. Kashmir is a part of that outstanding issue, but that can only happen in an environment free of terror. I'm bringing you back to Naeem Khan and Bitta Karate and the sting operation that India Today did, Basit Saab, only because of this. Because this is not hearsay, this is not somebody just talking. This is about talking about proof now that NIA has collected. This is a man speaking on tape, accepting that there is money that has done the rounds, that the Hawala operation that runs for Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani has to do with fomenting trouble in Kashmir. There is a difference between freedom struggle and unrest and creating trouble, or for that matter, funding terrorism. They're admitting on camera, Basit Saab, that they are fomenting, that they funded, that Pakistan has funded terror. There are names of people that I will put later, but first your response to the fact that this is on record, and this is NIA with evidence.
No, I do not know how credible this evidence is, because even in the past we have seen doctored video clips and videos. So it would be, let's see how things unfold. So it is not for me to comment on these things. But as far as Pakistan's position is concerned, I can tell you very, very clearly that Pakistan has been extending and will continue to extend political, diplomatic and moral support to this legitimate struggle of the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
Well, Basit Saab, again, just a clarification that these tapes and the operation that India Today conducted was not from a third-party source. So we can vouch for the fact that what we put out was absolutely authentic and not doctored.
No, I do not know.
But you might not. You might not.
I would not know. I'm not privy to those authentic.
Yeah, but then there are details that are emerging from the NIA with regards to a gentleman called Devinder Singh Behal, who himself has admitted that he was a personal courier for Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani, and he's a man who has visited the Pakistani High Commission many times. Now, these are details that are again emerging from the NIA, from investigations that are being conducted, and all these people who the NIA are now catching or taking into custody are absolutely talking on record. This is on the record statements of Mr. Behal, who says that he has been visiting and then has been acting as a personal courier for Pakistan and a go-between between Pakistan and Sayyid Ali Shah Gilani.
No, since I am not privy to these details, Geeta, the only comment I can make is that even in the past, efforts have been made to malign the Hurriyat leadership, the entire Kashmiri struggle, and to portray it as a terror issue. And I can tell you...
Is it not?
It is not. And I can tell you this will go nowhere, because the people of Jammu and Kashmir know very well as to what they are struggling for, and they are struggling for their right to self-determination. It is as simple as that. My submission to my Indian friends is, please, please, now 70 years have already elapsed. Whether or not we would like to resolve this issue once and for all, or continue raising such peripheral issues to confuse things and go nowhere.
So Basit Sahab, you spoke about people of Jammu and Kashmir, but when it comes to real representation, you do not engage the elected members, the elected government of Jammu and Kashmir. How is it that Pakistan decides who represents Kashmir? Why is it just the Hurriyat?
Because we believe that Hurriyat is the genuine representative of the political aspirations of the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
But how so, sir? Look at the kind of terrorism that they're involved in, and I call it terrorism because the people of Jammu and Kashmir are affected by it. Now, people of Jammu and Kashmir are opening their eyes to the kind of funds that the Hurriyat and the separatists are getting.
Burhan Wani was killed, and you have seen yourself as
any person who holds an arm against the state is a terrorist, sir.
Thousands of people of Jammu and Kashmir attended his funeral. Are all these, and you call Burhan Wani terrorist? He
is, because he's holding an arm against the state.
Given that logic, then the entire population of Jammu and Kashmir is a terrorist.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not, because there are entire sections that were against and that stood with Indian state.
Which section? We hardly see that section. When thousands
That's the problem, Basit.
That is indeed the problem.
Why are you not interacting and connecting with the elected government? Maybe there is a solution there in finding peace and solution to the outstanding issues.
Because their views are already etched in stone.